Welcome to episode number 9 of this MLB The Show 22 Postseason series. And today I'm actually playing my MLB The Show 22 Postseason bracket. As the bracket is right in front of you on the screen. It's game 3 of its best of 7 NLCS. It's the Giants and the Brewers, and the series is tied at 1 game apiece. And then over in the ALCS, which I'm playing all those games off camera, it's the Astros and the Rays, obviously best of 7 as well. The Astros lead the Rays 3-1 and are 1 win away from returning to the World Series for what? No, that is second straight year. Second straight year. This is, if I remember right, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Well, this is their 6th straight ALCS. And they've been obviously to the World Series in 2017. They won it then. 2018 they lost in the ALCS. 2019 they lost in the World Series. 2020 they lost in the ALCS to the Rays. That was 2020. 2021 they obviously lost in the World Series. And obviously in 2022 they're a win away from going to the World Series for what, the 17, 19, 20, for the 4th time in 6 years, I think. Alright, we did 17, 19, 22, and you have 18. Yeah, so they're 1 win away from returning to the World, or the Astros are 1 win away from returning to the World Series, or going to the World Series for the 4th time in 6 years. That's the only years that they haven't made it. And out of those 6 years, it's 2018 where they lost to the Red Sox in the ALCS, and then 2020 where they lost to the Rays in the ALCS. They've been the 6 straight ALCSs, and they're 1 win away from going to the World Series for the 4th time in 6 years. But for the Brewers, I don't know the last time they went to the World Series. The Giants, obviously, the last time they were in the World Series and won it was obviously when they won the 3 World Series titles in 5 years: 2010, 2012, 2014. So 2014 was the last time they were in the World Series, the last time they won the World Series. And the Brewers, I have no idea. Actually, no, I looked it up quick before we did that. I don't think the Brewers have ever won a World Series. I'm not sure if they've ever been. Well, I think they have been in one. I think every team in the MLB has been in one, except for I think the Mariners. But the Brewers, I believe, have not won a World Series. I believe they've been in one, but I don't think they've won one. When was the last time the Milwaukee Brewers made it to the World Series?
According to Wikipedia, the Brewers' only World Series appearance came in 1982, and they are one of only 6 current MLB teams that have never won the World Series. After winning the 1982 American League Championship Series against the California Angels, the Brewers faced off against the Saints.
So the Brewers' only World Series appearance came in 1982, and they're only one of only 6 current MLB teams that have never won a World Series. So their only appearance, like I said, in the World Series, only World Series appearance came in 1982, and they lost in 1982. So one appearance in the World Series for the Brewers, it was 1982, like I said, and they didn't win it. And like I said, they're one of only 16. They are one of the 6 current MLB teams, or they are one of the 6 current MLB teams that have not won a World Series. So yeah, I'll show you the final score of, I believe, games 3 and 4 of the ALCS. Game 4, game 3. I don't show you that. This is the final. This is game 3. The game that's on right. The game that's on right now. The game that's right there is game 3 of the ALCS. Astros won at 2-1. And they were up 2 games to 1. And then game 4, which is the one the church is on now, here on October 18th, 2022, the Astros won at 1-0 in 18 innings. As that one run score offset by the Astros in the bottom of the 18th on a sac. Alright, and like I said, the Astros won game 4 of the LCS, 1-0 in 18 innings. So there was 2 games into 1. There was 2 games in 1 game, basically. Or one night there was technically 2 games. Because 9 innings, it's 18 innings, and they went 18 innings. Astros won it 1-0 in 18 innings on a sac fly by Alex Bregman, the Astros third baseman. And the Astros, like I said, won game 4 of the ALCS, 1-0 in 18 innings. And now they're at 3-1 in the ALCS, and like I said, a win away from going to the World Series for the 2nd straight year and the 4th time in 6 years. So, yeah. Here we go. It's Tuesday, it's Tuesday, October 18th, 2022. The games in Milwaukee, games 3, 4, and 5 are in Milwaukee, and then games 6 and 7, if necessary, are back in San Francisco. The Brewers won game 1, by the way, 1-0, and then the Giants won game 2, 3-0. Right? Yeah. The Brewers won game 1, 1-0, and the Giants won game 2, 3-0. Let's get into the game right now. Hold on. Yeah. Let's get into the game right now. The Brewers are the red controller, and the Giants are, the Brewers are the red controller, and the Giants are the blue controller. Home uniforms for the Brewers, road uniforms for the Giants. It used to be Miller Park, now it's American Family Field. Obviously in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So American Family Field holds 41,900. Opened in 2001. Presentation mode broadcast. Quick counts on, retractable roof. There is a retractable roof in Milwaukee. I don't know how it open. And then flat tower toast size. Let's get into it. Yeah, so it's Alex Wood for the Giants and Brandon Woodruff for the Brewers. Woodruff is a righty and a 92 overall. Wood is a lefty and an 81 overall. Righty versus lefty, 92 versus 81. So yeah, lineups are good here. Leave them as they are. Let's get into it right now on the play-by-play announcer for this game. And John Shambi is not turned down at all. Let's get into the game right now. It's buzzing inside American Family Field here in Milwaukee as pregame festivities come to a close. We are here at American Family Field in Milwaukee, Wisconsin for Game 3 of the 2022 NLCS. And the 2022 NLCS features the San Francisco Giants and the Milwaukee Brewers. Hi again, everybody. Vinny J here in Studio 42, aka Man Cave. Welcome to Postseason Baseball here on the show. It's Game 3. It's Game 3 of the Best 7 NLCS. As you can see, the Brewers won Game 1, 1-0 in San Francisco, and then the Giants won Game 2 in San Francisco, 3-0. And this series is now really a best of 5 series, technically, as Games 3, 4, and 5 are here at American Family Field in Milwaukee. First pitch of Game 3 of the NLCS comes away next. Brandon Woodruff, one starter in the postseason, was in the NLDS. Got the win. They have no earned runs. Pitched 8 innings. Only did 4 hits. 0.50 WHIP. No loss, no strikeouts. That was in one of the games in the NLDS against the Atlanta Braves, where the Brewers won that series 3-1. As like I said, games 3, 4, and 5 of the NLCS are all here at American Family Field in Milwaukee. Here's Mike Yastrzemski, 4-seam fastball, a 2-seam fastball, a 12-foot serve, a circle change, and a slider for Woodruff. 5-pitch repertoire for Brandon Woodruff, as we're on your way here in Game 3 of the NLCS. 1-on pitch to Yastrzemski. Ground ball past the Tellez, flat down by 1 in shallow right field. We'll throw to Tellez. It did out throw out Yastrzemski from shallow right field. 1 down to lead out the ball game. Here's the starting lineup for the San Francisco Giants. Mike Yastrzemski, Tommy La Stella, Brandon Crawford, Brandon Bell, Darren Ruff, the DH, Jock Peterson, Evan Longoria, Steven Dudger, and Joey Bart. 203 team average for the Giants in the postseason. As that ground ball is Yastrzemski got popped by Rowdy Tellez, the first baseman, but Colton Wall was able to throw out Mike Yastrzemski from shallow right field. Here's Tommy La Stella, 1 out here in the first. Ground ball to Colton Wall in his normal position. Throw to Tellez, 2 down. So back-to-back 4-3 groundouts lead off the game. 2 down quickly here in the top of the first. Now here's Brandon Crawford, 1 home run, 3 RBIs. That 1 home run was, I believe, 2 of the NLDS against the Dodgers. That's foul ball, still 1-2 to the Giants. Shortstop, their first baseman, and their cleanup man, Brandon Bell, undead if Brandon Crawford gets on. 1-2 pitch. Fly ball, center field. Kane's coming in, and he will make the catch in and over. 1-2-3 to the Giants. Brewers coming to bat, no score in Game 3. Alex Wood, one starter in the postseason after no decision. 1.29 ERA, pitched 7 innings, gave up 7 hits, a 1 whip, no walks, no strikeouts. So one start was in the NLDS against the Dodgers, and he obviously didn't get the loss, but didn't get the win, or didn't get the win, but didn't get the loss. So that means he got a no decision. Here's Colton Wong to lead off from Milwaukee. Line drive, feeling on it, short up by Crawford, zips it over to Bell, 1 down here in the first, here in the bottom of the first. And here's our lineup for the Milwaukee Brewers. Colton Wong, Willie Adames, Christian Yelich, been at 083 in the postseason. Andrew McCutcheon, the DH, Rowdy Tellez, Hunter Renfroe, Omar Narvaez, Lorenzo Cain, and Mike Joe Brasso. 2 home runs as a team for the Brewers during the postseason. Adames has been at 130. Here's a Willie Adames, ground ball, Wood, almost him in the head, or the face. Throws at the belt, quickly 2 down here in the bottom of the first. 5 down between the 2 teams to start the game. Here's Yelich, who has 1 RBI in the postseason. He's been at 083. 1 RBI, I believe, was in Game 4 of the NLDS against the Braves. Ground ball, Crawford, right of center, and shift goes on. 1-2-3 in for Brandon Woodruff, and now 1-2-3 in for Alex Wood. We head to the second here in Game 3. No score here in Milwaukee. Here we go. Top two, Game 3, excuse me. Brandon Bell has been at 179 here in the postseason. Shift is on. Ground ball off of the glove or the foot. I believe it was off the glove of Woodruff. He recovers and throws out Belt, 1 down here in the second. And I believe they did him in the glove. He only made the play. Here's Darren Ruff, who had a 1 home run, 1 RBI here in the postseason. That 1 home run was a solo shot, obviously. I believe it was in Game 4 of the NLDS against the Dodgers. Ground ball almost hit Woodruff again. But Juan's behind second. Throw out Ruff, 2 down. Now it's Peterson, who also has 1 home run, 1 RBI, with a solo home run, and I believe in Game 1 of the NLDS against the Dodgers at Oracle Park in San Francisco. 2 outs for Peterson, 1-2 now at Peterson. You didn't miss anything. By the way, this camera, if you didn't know it, if you start a clip, like this is, I'm filming right now, it ends at 12 minutes and 45 seconds. I've started a new clip, so that's why it does that. 1-2 pitch now to Peterson. Ground ball, Brasso to his left, he's got to hurry, throwing the run, and Dot Peterson. Sits down for the Brewers and Brandon Woodruff. Middle of 2. The score is the Giants 0 and the Brewers 0 here in Game 3. Here's Andrew McCutcheon, the Milwaukee DH, who's been at 294 in the postseason. 1-2 pitch. Hit hard. Perfect. And it will 2 off in front of Duggar for a base hit from McCutcheon. 1 on, nobody out for Milwaukee, as that was tattooed by McCutcheon, the veteran. He's obviously been, I believe, on with the Pirates, the Phillies, and now the Brewers. That's for some other teams. Here is a 2-seam fastball, a slider, a circle change, and a 4-seam fastball for Wood. Here's Tellez. Ground ball should be 2. Tellez only has 19 speed. Second one, first. Double play. 6-4-3 double play, 2 down. Now here's Renfroe, who drove in the only run for the Brewers in Game 1 and this entire series, because the Brewers won Game 1, 1-0, and then lost Game 2, 3-0. 1-1 pitch. Hit hard, off of Wood, goes in the foul territory, over his bar, but no chance at it. Renfroe, as that hit Wood square and went in the foul territory. It's an infield single for Renfroe. Now it's Narvaez, the Brewers catcher, 1 on, 2 out. Ground ball, Crawford will flip for the will throw to second. Will throw underhand flip to the second base for the force and an over. 1 hit or 2 hits for the Brewers and 1 left for the Brewers. And the 2, no score. Now we go top 3. Here's Evan Longoria, the veteran third baseman, Obviously, he's been on what, the Rays and just the Rays and the Giants, right? I believe so. Definitely the Rays, though. He's been at 083 in the postseason. He's strutted on that lawn with some other players. Ground ball. Base hit for the strut on veteran third baseman Evan Longoria. One on, nobody out now for what? I don't know who that's who's up next. Who's up next? Steven Dudder. Center fielder for the Giants. One on, nobody out. Bart on deck. Fly ball. It's pretty deep. Back is Yelich. And he'll make the catch just shy of the track. One down. Now Joey Barrows 2 RBIs in the postseason. He's been 184, or excuse me, 182. 1 on, 1 out. Fly ball right center. Renfro's over, and he will call off Kane 2 down for the top of the order in his Kremsky. So Sindel from the back-to-back flyouts. Runner at first 2 outs down for Kremsky, who grounded out to Juan to lead out the ball game. Here we go. Foul ball 1 and 2 Kremsky. 30th pitch of the game for Woodruff. They're almost 3 minutes of work here in game 3. Foul ball again on the 12th turf. Riley Taylor's waving here at American Family Field in Milwaukee. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball. Adames will flip to Juan covering center base for the fourth and an over. Middle of 3. The score is still 0-0. On and 3, game 3. Giants Brewers here in Milwaukee. Here's Kane. Ground ball. Fielded by LaStella. Throwing the run. Dot Kane. Now it's Brasso, and then it'll be the top of the order. And Colton Juan. 1 down. Now it's Brasso. That's only plays it against lefties, and then when it's a righty, Jace Peterson plays third base and bats 9th. Here's Brasso playing third base and batting 9th here today. Ground ball off of Wood's glove. He's got to hurry. Got Brasso by a couple of steps, 2 down. That's easy. Now it's Juan. Brewers do have 1 hit. One was a race on a double play. Here's Juan 0 for 1. Line drive base hit for Colton Juan. That will send the inning for Adames. 1 on, 2 out for Willie Adames. Here we go. Here's Adames. Runner at first 2 outs. At the ground ball. 8 up Bell. Pitcher's covering, flipped it to Wood. The recovery by Bell and over. 1 hit and 1 left for Milwaukee. We had the 4th. No score in game 3. Top 4. Here's Tommy LaStella. Fly ball. Kane barely has to move. Quickly 1 down. Now it's Brandon Crawford, and then it'll be Brandon Bell. 1 down. Now it's Crawford who flew out in the first. 2-1 pitch. Foul ball 2-2. Brandon Bell on deck. 2-2 pitch. Now jammed him. Hit Woodruff. He recovers and throws out Brandon Crawford. 2 down now for Brandon Bell. As these pitchers are starting to get a groove on. Here's Bell, I believe it's at 0 for 1 of the game, 3 for 9 with 2 singles and a double in the series. That's a ground ball right back to Woodruff. 1-2-3 to the Giants. We're to 3.5. No score. On 4, here's Yelich. He's 0 for 9 in the series, 0 for 1 in the game. Still looking for his first hit of the series. 3-2 pitch, ground ball on the 3-2 pitch. And Crawford throws out Yelich, who was a 2018 NL MVP, 1 down. Now it's McCutchen, 4 for 8 with 4 singles in the series, 1 for 1 with a single in the game. Line drive off of Wood, and easily saved as the 80-speed McCutchen as Crawford comes over to make sure McCutchen stays put. But that's the 2nd time Wood's been hitting this game. So looks like he's okay. Here's Tellez, who's 0 for 1 with a double play. 40 pitch of the game for Wood. Little tap. This should be 2 again. 1, 6, 3. Double play. Another double play run into by Rowdy Tellez. We to the 5th. Still no score in game 4. Or excuse me, still no score in game 3. Here we go. Back here in Milwaukee. 3-1 count out of rough as we begin the top of the 5th. No score. That's a ground ball. Fielded by Adames as the shift was on. As there was 3 guys on the left side of the infield, and then Tellez, the first baseman, was the only guy on the right side. 1 down. And now it's Josh Peterson. As the Giants have 1 hit, Brewers have 3. As the fly ball up one's hit hard. Back is Kane and Yelich. That won't be caught as it will run off the wall in left center field by the bullpen. And then it's thrown away. And now stopping, as that was probably a good decision to stop because Brasso, the third baseman, had to come out back up the throw because Kane missed the cutoff man. As that's a double for Peterson, or the double for Peterson. He was able to split Yelich and Kane. The ball was able to get down between Kane and Yelich, and then the throw by Kane missed the cutoff man, but Brasso had to back it up, and Peterson started going a third of a way down the line, down the line, but then he went back. Here we have a runner and send it one out now for Evan Longoria. 50th pitch of the game for Woodruff. Ground ball, will it get through? Diamond off the diamond! One, it saved the run. Longoria's safe, but if they got through, that would have scored a run. And it looks like there's an injury, and Colton One is clutching the top of his chest, which usually signifies a pectoral injury. A strain might keep him out a week or so. A tear to keep him out about 2 months. No matter the extent, Juan will need to be removed from this game. That's nice. So if it's 2 months, he's out for the rest of the playoffs. If it's a week, he could be out for the rest of the playoffs, possibly. Well, if it's a week or so, he'll probably be back if the Brewers did get to the World Series. And if it's 2 months, regardless of how long the playoff, and if it's 2 months, regardless of how far the Brewers did in the postseason or in the playoffs, he's going to be out for the rest of the playoffs if it's 2 months. So we'll find out after the game. But because of the die, we had to put in, I don't know. I could put Jace Peterson as a second baseman or Hira, and there's only Peterson's a 70, Hira's a 69. I'm gonna put in Peterson because he had such. I mean, Hira played, I think, third base or what? Or no, he played first base in game 2 when I think 0 for 2 with a walk. I don't put Jace Peterson and replace the injured Colton Wan. So Peterson will replace Colton Wan at second base defensively after the Colton Wan injury. Runners in corners, one out for Steven Dudder. Go ahead, runs 90 feet away. That's a ground ball. That's going to be through, base hit by Brasso. It's an RBI single for Steven Dudder, and the Giants strike first here in Game 3 on the road. RBI single for Dudder, and the Giants strike first in Game 3 of the NLCS here on the road in Milwaukee. 2 on 1 out now, and a full count to Joey Bart. That's a foul ball. Still 3-2 to Bart. If he continues after this, if he doesn't hit into a double play, Yastrzemski will be on deck. 3-2 pitch. That's a line drive. Will it stay fair? No, was it? Well, it went off the wall down there, but it will land foul by about 3 or 4 feet. Full count. Again. That's a ground. It could be 2. Tellez. Adames. Bats up Tellez. It's a 3-3 double play, and the inning's over. But Giants do strike first here in Game 3 of the NLCS. On the road here in Milwaukee against an RBI single by Steven Dudger. The score is now 1-0 Giants. It's an RBI single by Steven Dudger. Halfway home here in Game 3. The score is the Giants 1 and the Brewers 0. Here we go. Fisher in the second half of Game 3. Here's Renfroe, who's 1 for 1 with an infield single as his team's down 1-0 in the bottom of the 5th. At the ground ball in the shift, Listella behind to the left of second. Will throw out Renfroe by a step, 1 down. As both teams have 4 hits and no errors. And obviously, the Giants have a run on the RBI single by Steven Dudger. Here we go, 1-1 pitch. Foul ball 1-2. That was Wood's 45th pitch of the game through 4 1/3. He's been efficient. That's the ground one on the line. Fair. Not between the foul line and Longoria. And it's a 1-out single for Narvaez. And now I believe it is, now it's Kane. Here we go, 1-on-1 out now for Kane. Time runs aboard. To the pitch. That's a ground ball. Divine Diamond Listella. 2-on-1 out now for the Brewers. 2-on-1 out now for, I believe, Brasso. Here we go, 2-on-1 out for Brasso. Time runs in scoring position. That's a ground right to belt. 2-2. Second one, first, and Wood could not get there in time. I'm not sure why Wood was so late getting over. He was able to beat Wood to the bad. Now it's Jace Peterson who has to replace the injured Colton Wan, who was in the leadoff position. Peterson's been at 167. Runners in the corners, 2 outs. Time runs 90 feet away. hit with tie the game. That's a fly ball. It's hit hard. Dunder's bat, and he will make the catch on the run. And the Brewers strand runners at the corners. And the 5, the score is still 1-0 Giants. Top 6, still 1-0 Giants as the Brewers stranded runners in the corners in the bottom of the 5th. Here's Yastrzemski. He's 0 for 2 in the game. No action in either bullpen. At the ground ball, Peterson is a center baseman. Been shallow right field, throwing the run. Yastrzemski 1 down here in the 6th. Here's Ostella. He didn't miss anything. 1-1 pitch to Ostella. No runs on 1 out. Top 6. 1-0 Giants in game 3. At the ground ball off the glove of Woodruff. Left to the mound. Ostella 16 speed, but he is safe. 1 out infield center for Ostella. 1 out now for Crawford. Now it's Crawford. Brandon Crawford versus Brandon Woodruff. Brandon versus Brandon. At the ground ball, Diamond is brought to what a play! 2nd 1, first! Not a double play as Crawford was able to beat it out. But heck of a play by Michael Brasso. Fielder's choice. Here's Brandon Bell, 1 on 2 out now. At the ground ball, Adames will go to center for the 4th and an over. Middle of 6, the score is still the Giants 1 and the Brewers 0 here in game 3. Bottom 6, Brewers have 12 more runs to work with. Down 1-0, no action either bullpen. Here's Adames. That's hit hard into the gap. This should be extra bases as it would go all the way to almost a warning track. And that will be easily a leadoff double for Adames. Runner sending nobody out now for Yelich. And a time runs at center base with nobody out. Win Spencer Steed is now 50% for both sides. And they're summing up Zach Littell in the Giants bullpen, which I believe is in right center field. No action in the Milwaukee bullpen yet. 2-2 pitch to Yelich. Ground ball up the middle, base hit. And they're going to stop the runner at 3rd. Throw home by Duggar would have been, well, it was up the line a little bit, but there's nobody out, so they'll hold the runner which was at center base, at 3rd base. Runners in the corners, nobody out for Andrew McCutcheon. Infield's bad. Time run 90 feet away, so they would trade an out or 2 outs for a run, although it would tie the game. Full count now to McCutcheon. That's a ground ball off of Wood. No chance for 2, and Wood just stares at it. And McCutcheon safe, infield single, or an infield RBI single for McCutcheon. Store's decision is a single and an RBI for McCutcheon. 2 on, nobody out for the Brewers here in the 6th. And it's a time ball game, and now it's Tellez. And the Tellez still warming up, but here comes the Giants pitching coach. I mean, it was only throwing 68 pitches. You might see Tellez maybe bunt here, because it would be a rally kill if it hits in a double player. It's a 1-2 pitch, though. Would he actually bunt with 2 strikes? He is squaring with 2 strikes. He put it in play. Heck of a bunt. And that might work. Now the bases are loaded. And now it's thrown away. My goodness, it stayed in play. If that went out of play, a run would have scored. But it stayed in play as it hit the bar, or hit the I don't know, the bar or the screen in front of the camera well. Now Hunter Renfroe, bases loaded, nobody out. This is insane. Bases are loaded, still nobody out, already 1 in. That bunt was a good bunt, and no one was able to dip that. Here we go, and it almost was thrown out of play by Longoria, or by Crawford. Here we go. Bases loaded, nobody out. Infield's back, and double play depth. That's a laser, caught! And it's going to be a double play! 2 down! My goodness! As Tellez is doubled up, or doubled off first base, as a line drive by what? The line drive by Renfroe was caught by Belt, and then Belt stepped on first base before Tellez could get back. Runners are sending in 3rd, 2 outs now for Narvaez. Now it's a huge play for the Giants and Wood. Here we go. That's a fly ball. That one's hit hard and far. Back is Peterson and Duggar. A long run for Duggar, and he's got it to save a couple of runs. The Brewers did 1, but they had bases loaded, nobody out, and do not score. There was a 3-run assisted line drive double play, and then the fly out to center field, or left center field. And the Sits scored now 1-1. Alex Wood and the Giants are lucky they only gave up 1 run. So there was that 3-run assisted line drive double play, and then the F8. And here's Darren Ruff, the Giants DH, top 7, 1-1 game in Game 3. At the line, drive field line, short up by Peterson, who botches it, but still throws out Ruff by a couple of steps, 1 down. Good recovery by Jace Peterson, 1 down. And now it's John Peterson, who's doubled and scored in his last at bat. Well, I don't know if it was his last at bat, but he's 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. 1 out, top 7. Ground ball, Adames, and he botches it. And Peterson save. That might be an E6 or it may be a hit. And I'll say that it is an E6. Runner at first, nobody out now. For Longoria is 2 for 2 with a couple of singles. And they're throwing up Brett Suter in the Brewers bullpen. And there's Zalatel still warming up in the Giants bullpen. 3-1 hitters counting Longoria. That's a ground ball off the diamond to Les. With the pitcher coming will throw it to Woodruff. 2 down with a runner to second base. Runner at second, 2 outs now for the Giants. And here's Dunder, who had an RBI single last time. He should have another one here. It hits the upfield, should give the Giants the lead back. At the line drive, Bronson on a short hop will field it. Throw in and over, and the Donk error does not come back to haunt the Brewers. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Middle of 7, the score, the Giants won and the Brewers won. And we know bottom 7, here's Kane, then it's Bronson, then the top of the order, and Peterson. 1-1 pitch to Kane, who's 1 for 2. At the ground ball, to La Stella. 1 down. Been a good game so far. Now Bronson over 2 with a couple of ground outs here. Top of the order follow. At the ground ball, La Stella, and bat-to-bat 4-3 ground outs here in the bottom of the 7th. 2 down here in the bottom of the 7th. 2 down now for Peterson. Energy of Woods in the yellows. 80th pitch coming through. Almost 7 innings of work. 1-1 game. Ground ball. Hit the mound. Crawford. Not a hurry. Through to first. It's offline. So that should be a base hit. Because I think even if it was online, not offline, I think he was going to be safe. And that was a hit, not an error. Runner at first, 2 outs now for Adames. That's a ground ball foul. Pitcher's getting tired. By his last batter, 1-2 pitch. Round ball, La Stella. And the inning is over. 1 hit and 1 left for Milwaukee. Who headed the 8th. Here in game 4, or here in game 3, 1-1. Top 8 now. Woodruff still in the game. 86th pitch coming. Here's Bart. Foul ball 1-2 to the Giants catcher in the top of the order. Energy of Woodruff's in the yellow. 1-2 pitch. It's another foul ball on the 12th serve that kind of hung, but Bart fought it off. Still a 1-2 pitch to the Giants' number 9 batter and their catcher, Yastrzemski, which is the number 1 batter and the top of the order, obviously, on deck. Good battle between Bart and Woodruff. 89th pitch coming now. And round ball in the 12th curve, which is kind of below the zone. Throw to first, 1 down here in the 8th. There's Yastrzemski, and that might be the end of the day or end of the night for Woodruff, and it is. Here comes Brett Suter. 1 appearance in the postseason, pitch inning, no runs, or no earned runs at least. 14 fastball, curveball, a circle change in the center for Suter. He's a lefty versus lefty. That's a ground ball in the shift. Peterson from shallow right field will throw out Yastrzemski by a step. 2 down. Now La Stella is singled. 1 for 3 with a single. Giants only have 5 hits. Tie game in the 8th. Ground ball, Peterson. And 1 center mission rounds out to the other and an over. 1-2-3 to the Giants. Middle of 8. Still 1-1 here in game 3. And we know still a 1-1 game. Here's Yelich Single in the 6th. And here comes Zalatel from the Giants bullpen. 2 appearances in the postseason. Pitched 3 2/3 innings. No strikeouts, no walks, no earned runs, but has given up a few hits. 14 fastball, a slider, and a splitter for Littell. Here's Yelich. Ground ball, Crawford to the right of center. Shift was on. Quickly 1 down here in the 8th inning. Now it's McCutcheon 3 for 3 with 3 singles, and one of those singles is an RBI single. 1-2 pitch, or 2-2 pitch. Ground ball up the middle. La Stella will field it. He's got to hurry, and it's thrown off the line. And they'll say it's a base hit. It's 4 singles for McCutcheon. That's the go-ahead run in this ball game. Now it's Tellez, who had an infield single last time in the offense. It was double off at first base. That's the ground ball, should be 2. 1, 6, 3. Double play. We head to the 9th. Still tied at 1. Top 9, game 3. Series tied at 1. Game tied at 1. Here's Crawford. Still against Suter. 0 for 3 is Crawford. Then it's Bell. Fly ball, center field. Kane is there. 1 down. Now it's Bell, 0 for 3 in the game. They're sending him up. Devin Williams in the Brewers bullpen, and they're sending him up. Tyler Rogers in the Giants bullpen. So both teams have a righty warming up in their bullpen. 1 out, top 9, no runners on, 1-1 game. A little tapper as he pulled it right to Suter off the mound. Throws to Tellez. 2 down. Here's Ruff, the DH for the Giants, 0 for 3 in the game. 2 outs. Shift is on. Ground ball in the shift. Adames will field it and throw out Ruff in and over. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Tied at 1. Here we go. Brewers can win game 3 by scoring 1 run here in the bottom of the 9th. Game's tied at 1. Still in Littell. Here's Renfroe. That's a ground ball off the mound. Listella's there behind second. 1 down. And now it's Narvaez. Then it's Kane. And then if it gets any farther, it'll be Brasso. And then if it hits that far, it'll be the top of the order in Peterson. Narvaez did Stindl in the 5th. Littell's still in the day. 18th pitch coming. And I snapped his bat, and it's caught by Littell right in front of the mound. 2 down. Quickly here in the 9th, and we're out away from doing the extra innings. There's Kane. It's Stindl in the 5th as well. 3-2 pitch now. That's a ground ball, Lacella. And we head to extra innings here in game 3. And the 9, 1-1 game. Here we go. Top 10s. We're here for extra innings. Here's Peterson doubled and scored in this game. Scored the only run for the Giants. 1-1 game. Top 10. Still against Suter. A line driving in the gap. Can Kane get there? And yes, he can. The save extra bases. 1 down. Now it's Longoria, 2 for 3 with 2 singles. 1 pitch from Suter to Longoria. That's a ground ball, Peterson. And there is Quitley, 2 down here in the 10th. Here's Dudder with an RBI single. He drove in Peterson in this game as he drove in the only run so far for the Giants in this game. 1-1 game, top 10, center field, fly ball center field. Kane, they're the bottom of 10th. Score still, the Giants 1 and the Brewers 1. Here we go, bottom 10, another chance for the Brewers to win the game. Here's Brasso, then atop the order. Ground ball, right side, Lacella. Plenty of time. Brasso's retired, now atop the order. No runners on, 1 out, bottom 10. Here's Peterson. Here's Jace Peterson. Didn't miss anything. He's 1 for 2 in the day. Obviously, earlier in the day, he came in for the injured Colton Juan after he dove and hurt his chest or whatever. Ground ball, Crawford. And there is Quitley, 2 down here in the bottom of the 10th as we're now away from down to the 11th. There's Donovan, just double and scored the only run so far for Milwaukee. 1-1 pitch. Live ball, right field, perfect. Yastrzemski is there. We head to the 11th. Still tied at 1. Here we go, top 11. And here comes Devin Williams in the Milwaukee bullpen. 1 appearance in the postseason. No strikeouts, 1 walk. Pitched it in and looks like he didn't have an earned run or a hit. Here we go. 1-2 pitch to Bars, 0 for 3. Then atop the order. Foul ball, still 2-2, and that was a slow circle change. Devin Williams has 4 pitches, a circle change, a 14 fastball, a cutter, and a screwball. You rarely see screwballs from pitchers, but Williams has 1. Foul ball and a cutter at 83. He also has the slowest windup known to man. 2-2 pitch. That's a ground ball. Peterson will throw out Bart. 2 down, or excuse me, 1 down here in the 11th. Now at the top of the order, it'll be Yastrzemski and Lacella. Yastrzemski 0 for 4 in the game, 2 for 12 in the series. Shift is on. 1-1 pitch. At the ground ball, Williams. Throw to first, 2 down quickly here in the 11th, as both pitchers or both bullpens are dominating right now. Here's the Sindel back in the 6th. Here we go. 1-0 pitch. That's a fly ball, Kane. 1, 2, 3 inning for the Brewers and Devin Williams. Middle of 11, still 1-1 in Game 3. Who wants it more? Who wants it more here? Whoever wins this game will take a 2-1 series lead in this best of 7 NLCS. Game's tied at 1, series tied at 1. Full count now to Yelich. That's a ground ball off the mound and it popped right to Crawford. Hit hard, 1 away. Littell's pitch what, like 2 1/3 innings. Here's McCutcheon, is 4 for 4, and here comes Tyler Rogers from the Giants bullpen. 5 appearances in the postseason, 1-0 record, pitched 4 2/3 innings, does have a 1.93 ERA, 14 fastball, slider, and a sinker. He's a submariner. Here's McCutcheon, is 4 for 4 with 4 singles and an RBI. Flying ball, right center, Duggar is there. That's the first time McCutcheon's been out all day and 1 down. Excuse me, 2 down. 2 down quickly as both of these bullpens are dominating. I don't think there's been a hit or a base runner here in extra innings. Here we go. We're now away from the 12th. Ground ball. Pass to Diamond or off it. Actually stopped by the Diamond Crawford. What a play by Crawford to keep the winning run off base. We enter the 12th. Still 1-1 game. Heck of a play by Crawford. Here we go. Here's Crawford. That good play at the end of bottom of the 11th. Leads it off for the Giants in the top of the 12th. 0 for 4 in the day, and then it's Belt, then it's Ruff. Swing and a miss on a circle change. Way out in front of it. 1-2. At the ground ball, Thomas. Throw to first is in time as one shortstop grounds up to the other. 1 down here in the 12th. And I believe I'm actually correct. There hasn't been a hit or a base runner at all here in extra innings. Here's Bell is 0 for 4. 3-2 count of Belt. Ruff on deck. Snapped his bat. Watch for the barrel as Williams will feel it. Left in the mound. He's got to hurry. Got Belt by a couple of steps. 2 down. Yeah, I mean, it's almost after the 10th inning, 11th inning, and half of the 12th inning. There hasn't been a hit, I believe, or a base runner here in extra innings. Both these pitchers, both these bullpens are doing well. Swinner and miss on a forcing fastball. On the outside corner at 95 miles per hour, 1-2. Williams has 5 down. He made it. Sits up, sits down. Ground ball, Donaldson in the shift. Throw to first. It's in time. Another chance for the Brewers to win it. Middle of 12, 1-1. Here we go. Bond on 12 now. Against Rogers still. Full count to Renfroe. Renfroe would run on back to Rogers. 1 down. Both of these bullpens are untouchable. Here's Narvaez. No one hit a hit or a base runner. That's a ground ball, and that's a chain. Oh, well, I said a little too early. That's off the diamond. Listella. Narvaez does get on. That's the winning run at first base with 1 away. The first hit or first base runner for the Brewers or their team in extra innings. Here's Kane. That's the winner at first base. Brasso on deck. Line drive into the, past the diamond, Listella. The back-to-back one-out singles. Narvaez had an infield single. Kane has a single. Both with 1 out. Now Brasso with a winning run at center base. And that hits the outfield. Could win the game for the Brewers. It might not though because the runner Narvaez. I mean, is there anyone? Oh, there's. I don't actually have a pinch runner. Taylor is his 78 speed. So Tyrone Taylor will pinch runner Omar Narvaez at center base. Obviously, the runner at center base, which is now Taylor. I thought I did that. Huh. I thought I put Taylor in. Yeah. I did that. I literally... Is that a glitch? I literally... Are you sure you want to pinch run T. Taylor for O. Narvaez? Yes. What? I literally hit yes, and you got... That must be a glitch. I just will leave it because I don't think I can fix it. 2 on 1 out now for Brasso. Winner run at center base. Foul ball. Maybe I can do it after the... Maybe now I can do it. It's been a pitch, maybe. I don't know. I don't know why. I literally just hit it. I literally just hit it. And if I do Hira, I hit yes. Unless yes was yes the first one, or no, yes is the second one. Yes. And then it doesn't say, and then the rise, I don't know what that is. Here we go. 1-2 pitch to Brasso, 1 run at center base. Foul ball down the slider. And they're starting to warm up Jake Medee in the Giants bullpen now. And they're starting to warm up Brad Botsberg in the Brewers bullpen. So I believe they're both a lefty, I believe. Brad Botsberg is a righty, and Medee's a lefty. Here we go. 1-2 pitch again. Ground ball back to Rogers. This could be 2, and it is 2. Double play. We headed to 13th. Still tied at 1. So 1-6-3-0 for the end of the bottom of the 12th. Here's Peterson, a double, and scored the only run for the Giants. Still against Williams. That's a foul ball in the circle change, still 1-2 to Peterson. As they're trying to break through here. Lefty 13th inning. Can someone win it, maybe? 1-2 pitch. Ground ball on the shift. Peterson's there. Jace Peterson will throw out Jock Peterson. No relation. 1 down. I assume no. I don't think it's any relation. Here's Longoria. 2 for 4 with 2 singles. Giants are still stuck at only 5 hits. So Longoria has 2 hits. Peterson has a double, and I don't know who else the other 2. I don't know about the other 2 hits. 1-2 pitch to Longoria. 5 balls. He kind of poked that 14 fastball. Quickly 2 down here in the 13th. He almost botched that. I didn't know it quick enough, but 2 down now for Dunder. Who has the other hit? That's 4 hits right there. Energy of Williams is in the yellow. Giants under the first hit and first base run veterans. Ground ball Adames from deep in the hole. Throw off balance. Gone. Dunder heck of a play by Adames. Middle of 13, 1-1. Here we go. We're still playing. Bottom 13, still against Rogers. Here's Jace Peterson at the top of the order. Ground ball, Estella. 1 down. Now it's a double and scored the only run for the Brewers so far. 1 for 5. Ground ball, Estella. And back-to-back 4-3 groundouts here in the bottom of the 13th. And we're an out away from going to the 14th, as this game does not want to end. Here we go. As by the way, the longest game here in this postseason is after that 1-0 Astros win in 18 innings. So this is, we're almost at, well not almost at, but we're almost in the 14th inning. Ground ball, Rogers, weak contact. We head to the 14th. Still tied at 1. Here we go. 1-1 still. And Brad Botsberg take over for Williams. 1 appearance in the postseason. Pitched 1 inning, no walks, no strikeouts, no earned runs. 14 fastball slider and a circle change. Here's Bart, then it's Yastrzemski. Bart's 0 for 4. Ground ball, Peterson. And the Giants are just getting mowed down. They haven't struck out a lot. They just can't get a hit or a base runner here in extra innings. And that's from the 10th to the 14th. It might be longer than that. Here's Yastrzemski he's 0 for 5. Ground ball, Adames. Right a second. Quickly 2 down. These bullpens are dominating right now. And the Giants, they only have 5 hits. Stella has, I think Stella has the other one. Foul ball 1-2 because Dudler has 1. Estella has 1. Mondori has 2, so that's 4 right there. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball, Peterson. 1, 2, 3, go the Giants. Another chance for the Brewers to win it. Middle of 14, 1-1. Here we go. And here comes Jake Medee, a lefty to face the righty. 3 appearances here in the postseason. 0-1 record. Pitched 7 and 3rd innings. 1.23 ERA. 1 strikeout, no walks. 14 fastball slider and a 2-seam fastball. Catching's 4 for 5 with 4 singles and an RBI. Ground ball, and that's past Stella. And that's a 5th single in the game for McCutcheon, and he's a winning run here in this ball game. I only see a sound device here. It's 1-1 pitch. Here's Tellez, and he is squaring, and it's popped up. but it does fall, and Belt will beat to left to the bat, but the score's decision will be sacrificed. 3 unassisted. I assume. Here's Renfroe, singled back in the second, which felt like an eternity ago. This is the 14th now. Hit the outfield, should win the game for Milwaukee. This McCutcheon has 80 speed. That's a hated pitch. Jammed him. Ground ball right side. Bell would take it to the bat himself, but now McCutcheon would go over to third. So now, wild pitch. Pass ball will win the game. And now it's Nervais has 2 singles. Can he come through with another one? Here we go. 3-1 pitch. Well, foul ball. 3-2 on the Nervais. If he got on without winning the game or ending the inning, Kane would be on deck. Here we go. 3-2 pitch. Little jam shot. As he jammed with the 2-seam fastball, and McCutcheon, the winning run, is stranded at third base. We play on. We go to the 15th, tied at 1. There's that no opportunity to win the Niners. Crawford is 0 for 5, 1 for 13 in the series. 1-2 pitch. Fly ball, left center. Kane is there. 1 down for Brandon Belt. Didn't miss anything. 1 down after that F8 by Crawford. Here's Belt, and then it's Ruff. Johnson is in a rut right now. Ground ball, and they continue to be in that rut. They cannot hit a base runner. 2 down. As they haven't had a base runner for about 5 innings. Since extra innings started. This is 10 of the 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th. 6th inning of extra innings. They haven't had a hit or a base runner in extra innings. Here's Ruff 0 for 5. Fly ball center field, and I believe I'll say the same. The Brewers bullpen is doing great, but can their offense score a run to win the game? Middle of 15. Giants 1, Brewers 1. And the Giants have been stuck at 5 hits for like 6 innings and haven't had a base runner in forever. Here's Medea against Kane. Then it's Bronson on the top of the order. Ground ball, jammed him. Estella will throw out Kane, 1 down. Brewers at 15 hits. Here's Bronson 0 for 5. Giants at 5 hits. Brewers at 15, still tied at 1. Ground ball, Estella. And don't tell me we're an out away. We're not technically going to the 16th yet, but we're an out away from going to the 16th. As we had the Houston game 4 of the ALCS go 18 innings. Astros won at 1-0. We're in the 15th inning here with an tied at 1. Here's Jace Peterson. Ground ball, Crawford. Throw on the run or off balance, or really both, is in time. Later the 16th. Giants 1, Brewers 1. Top 16 now. Here's Josh Peterson. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball. Adames will field it from the edge of the outfield. Grounds will throw out Peterson. 1 down. Remember, both these teams do play tomorrow night. Tomorrow night it's game in Game 4. Here we go. Here's Longoria. 16th inning. Still. That's a ground ball over the head of Bronsberry. Or Berger. Throw to first by Adames, 2 down. And this is just insane. The Giants cannot get a hit or a base runner. Here's Duggar. But an RBS single back to I don't know what inning that was. Ground ball, Adames. And the Giants go 1-2-3 again. Middle of 16, it's still 1-1 here in Game 3. This is just insane. I mean, here we go, bottom 16. Medea's still in. Here's Adames, 1 for 6. Hit hard, but off of the glove of Belt. And Adames will down and be the single, and that's the winning run. As that was hit on the nose. Here's Statcast trying to doodle cloud, and now was just off the glove of Belt. Should have caught it, and then as it below 110.3. And now here's Yelich. 1-2 pitch. And he's trying to bunt it. The runner over. It's popped up, and it's caught by Bell. It would have been, if it was foul, there was 2 strikes, and even if it was not caught, it would have been foul and would have been strike 3. But it's caught by Bell. 1 on 1 out now for McCutcheon after Yelich popped at the bunt. And they're starting up John Breida, their long relief pitcher, in the Giants bullpen. Here we go. Medea's starting to get tired. Here's McCutcheon 5 for 6. Ground wants to be 2. Listella, Crawford, Bell, double play. We have the 17th tied at 1. Oh, it's a 6th double play for the Brewers. What do you expect them to get? 17 or no, 6 has done now. This is the 17th inning. Here's Barr 0 for 5. Then the top of the order. Still against Bronsberg, 1 down. And Bart's retired. Now it's the top of the order. He's scrunched in. The Giants cannot get anything going here in extra innings. And they're starting to warm up Jake Cousins in the Brewers bullpen. And this game is just this is insane. 3-1 hitters counting to Stremski, and that is low ball 4, and that is the first base runner. That actually hit the zone, but It was low. That's the first base run for the Giants, I believe, in extra innings, period. Here's Estella now. Here's Estella. Fly ball center field, Kane. And he will make the catch 2 down now for, what, Brandon Crawford. I mean, this is the most insane game ever. Here's Crawford, 0 for 6. 1-1 count. Ground ball at the middle. Dive into Thomas. What a play! But everybody's safe as he shuts it to the second. Everybody's safe. 2-on-2 out now for the Giants. And I believe that's their first hit, like, at all here in this game. Well, not in this game, but in extra innings. Aaron Jake Cousins to face Brandon Bell. 2 appearances in the postseason, 3 innings pitched, no earned runs. Slider, cinder, and a circle change. Can he down this inning, or can Bell finally give someone the lead? Foul ball, 2-2. Here we go, 2-2 pitch. That's a ground ball. Thomas will throw it center for the force, in and over, and the Giants trying to pair of runners. Middle of 17, it's still a 1-1 game. Here we go. Bottom 17. Here's Rowdy Tellez. Still against Medee. That's a ground ball off the glove of Medee. Will field it and throw out Tellez. 1 down here in the 17th. This game does not want to end. We might be here all week. Here's Renfroe. Single back in the 3rd. Energy's pitcher the entire time. John Breida, the long relief pitcher for the Giants. First appearance here in the postseason. Forcing fastball slider and a circle change. Here's Renfroe, 1 for 6. At the ground ball, Estella left the set down. The shift was on. And we're out away from known to the 18th. Oh my. This is insane. Here's Narvaez, 2 for 6 with 2 singles. As we're out away from known to 18 and we're out away from known to 18 innings. Ground ball at the middle. At the base hit. Oh, it's actually stopped by LaStella, but Narvaez will beat it out. And that's the winning run, and Narvaez has another infield single. Runner at first, 2 outs now for Kane. Winning runs at first base. That's a ground ball, and diving is LaStella base hit. And that's the winning run at second base now, here in the 17th. Back-to-back 2-out singles. And now it's up to Brasso. Can he come through here to end this marathon game and give the Brewers a 2-1 series lead? Ground ball, LaStella. He's got to hurry. And he throws out Brasso. We head to the 18th. 1-1. There's been some chances for some. Each chance, I had a couple of chances, but not that many. There's Ruff 0 for 4. 18th inning. Swing and a miss. That was a nasty circle change. Local time is 11:14 p.m. This game started at 7:05 p.m. local time. So this game has just crossed the 4-hour mark. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball, Cousins. Routine. 1 down here in the 18th. Like I said, this game started at 7:05 p.m. local time, 11:14 local time, so this game just crossed the 4-hour mark. Now Peterson's 1 for 6. That's a line drive, short up by Brasso. 2 down. My goodness, this game is insane. Here's Longoria. 1-1 pitch. That's a ground ball to Tellez. 1-2-3 to the Giants, middle of 18. It's a 1-1 game. I mean, here's Jace Peterson, 1 for 5 in the game. Still against John Breida. That's a ground ball, Estella, as this game might go 400 innings, 1 down. We're up here in the next Tuesday, and this camera, I mean, literally, it has 1 ball. This camera has 1. Usually, this, well, it starts off, so if you fully charge, it has 4 bars. This has 1 now. So I'm not sure if this camera can last the rest of the day. Ground ball, base hit through the legs of the umpire. And that's a 1-out single for Adames. And that's a winner run at first base. As if this video just ends abruptly, it's because my camera ran out of battery. So you might not see who won. And if that's the case, you don't see who wins, and you'll find out in the next episode, which will be game 4 of this series. 1-on-1 out now for Yelich. 1 for 7. Ground ball should be 2. Second 1. First. Another 1. That's like 7 in the game, I believe. We head to the 19th. 1-1. This is the longest inning so far in the postseason. Obviously, the previous record in Game 4 of the ALCS was 18 innings. Here in Game 3 of the NLCS, this is 19 innings at least. Here's Duggar. Ground ball. Brasso. 1 down. My goodness. There's Joey Bart, top of the order, and Yastrzemski on deck. Here we go, 2-1 pitch. Ground ball, Peterson. 2 down. This is just insane. Here's Yastrzemski, they walked in the 17th. 2-1 pitch. Foul ball, 2-2. 19th inning, we're finally approaching midnight. Ground ball, Adames. Got a run for this one. We'll throw out Yastrzemski. Middle of 19. Still 1-1. We did it the 20 innings here. Here we go. Here's McCutcheon's 5 for 7. Probably the best hitter for either side. Ground ball. Bat to Breida. 1 down. This is insane, by the way. I'm not purposely trying to make it go 19 innings. I'm not purposely throw a fastball right down the middle. 1-1 pitch to Tellez. Ground ball, Crawford. Right of center, shift was on. And the outfield draft throws out Tellez, 2 down. We're on away for another the 20th. I do not want to let it Statcast. I don't feel like it's been a long game. Here's Renfro. We're on away for another the 20th. That's a ground ball into the shift, Crawford. We'll throw at the belt. We headed the 20th. It's a 1-1 game. We're still looking for a winner, that's for sure. Here we go, 20th inning. Cousins is still in the game. Here's Lostello. It's 1 for 7. Ground ball off of Cousins. Recovers. 1 down here in the top of the 20th. This is insane. Here's Crawford. 1 for 15 this series. 0 for 7 in this game. Belt on deck. That's a ground ball. Brasso. 2 down. Here's Bell was also 0 for 7. On it. That's a fly ball. It's hit hard. Hit far. Bell Ortega to the edge of the warning track. It's over his head and over the wall for an automatic double. And that's the first extra base hit, I believe, for the Giants all game. And their first, their third hit of extra innings. And as Kane was wasn't able to get there, hit the warning track and went over the wall for an automatic double. Now it's Darren Ruff. Hits the outfield to make it 2-1 Giants. Ground ball off of Cousins. And to the left of the mound, safe. And the go-ahead run moves over to third with 2 away here in the 20th. So an automatic double, then a single, infield single. Now it's Peterson. And they're starting off their closer, Josh Hader, the Brewers closer in the bullpen. Here we go. Runs in towards 2 outs for Peterson. Foul ball, 1-2. Here we go. Double by Bell, and then a single. Ground ball, base hit! And the Giants take the lead in the 20th! Incredible! Peterson with an RBI single. It's not a second RBI of the game, because Dudder had the first one. Peterson with an RBI single here in the 20th, and it's 2-1 Giants. As this crowd is, whoever's left is dejected. Here comes Hader. Runs on base, unresponsive to the previous pitcher. 3 straight 2-out hits. A double and 2 singles. 2-1 Giants in the 20th. Here's Longoria. Fly ball, shallow right center. Kane's there. And he missed a catch on the run. But the Giants did a run. We had at the bottom of the 20th. The score now 2-1 Giants. Into this RBI single by Josh Peterson. 2-1 Giants. Last call for the Brewers here in the 20th. Won the tie 2-1 here in the bottom of the 20th for the Brewers. And here it comes. I know I'm just bringing the Giants close, although he hasn't warmed up at all. 3 for 3 innings pitched here in the postseason. 3 for 3 on saves. He's cold as ice. Still going to bring in the Giants to save here in the 20th, which is just insane. Here's Narvaez. It's the bottom 3 due up for the Brewers. 7-8-9 ground ball. Crawford. 1 down. The corner infielders are protecting the lines. 1 down. As Narvaez is thrown out, then it's Kane. And then it would be a Brasso. 1-1 pitch. Foul ball, 1-2. 99 from Camilo Duvall. The Giants closer trying to get the save. That's a fly ball, Yastrzemski. And there's quickly 2 down in the bottom of the 20th. As the Giants are an out away from winning this game in 20 innings. This is incredible. Here's Brasso 0 for 7 in the game. If he can get on, top of the order will come up. That's a foul ball, and the Brewers are now on a final strike this evening, or possibly morning if it's past midnight. Here we go. Giants are straight away from winning the game. That's a foul ball as the Giants are straight away from winning the game and taking a 2-1 series lead in this best of 7 NLCS. It's been a wild game. 1-2 pitch. That's a fly ball. That should do it. Yastrzemski. And he will make the catch, and the Giants win a marathon. 2-1-20. Incredible. As it went 11 extra innings total. I know you think 10-20 is 10, but that's actually 11. My goodness, this game was tied at 1 for about, what, like 15 innings or something like that. And it was tied at 1 for, like, I think it was tied at 1 for literally like 15 innings, but the Giants had to run in the 20th, and then the closer came in the 20th and shut the door, sent the Brewers 1-2-3 in the 20th, and that is the game. Giants win it 2-1-20. As Breida gets the win, Cousins gets the loss, and obviously Duvall or whatever the Giants closer is. Final score is 2-1-20 as John Breida gets the win, Jake Cousins gets the loss, and Camilo Duvall gets the save. It's 4th of the postseason. My goodness, the Brewers had 19 hits, the Giants only had 8. The Giants only had 8 hits, the Brewers had 19. The Giants pull off the win. My goodness, what a game! I've been sitting here for forever. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I actually got to hurry because this camera has, like I said, usually if it's fully charged 4 bars, has 1. So I got to hurry. But Peterson had a double and a send-off, so that send-off was an RBI send on the 20th. And then after the closer came in, Camilo Duvall sent the Brewers 1-2-3. And the Brewers won and the Giants won the game 2-1 in 20 innings, and they lead this best of 7 NLCS 2-1 as the Giants win game 3 of this best of 7 NLCS 2-1 in 20 innings, and the Giants now lead this best of 7 NLCS 2-1 as game 4 of this best of 7 NLCS is at American Family Field in Milwaukee, Wisconsin tomorrow night in this game. So it's the next night in this game, which yeah. Game 4 is at American Family Field in Milwaukee, Wisconsin tomorrow night in this game. Next episode of the series will be obviously game 4 of this NLCS, and hopefully it will be going up on Friday, June 17th. So yeah, next be on this channel. Next episode of the series will be game 4 of this NLCS. Next episode of the series will be game 4 of the series, and the next episode of the series will be game 4 of this NLCS. And the next video on this channel will most likely be the next episode of my Austin Dundons NHL 22 Expansion Draft Franchise series. That's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video, as Camilo Duvall, who got the save for the Giants, is the player of the game as well. Obviously, 1 innings pitched, let me rephrase that. Pitched an inning, no hits, no strikeouts, no loss, no earned runs. Then send the Brewers 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 20th, and the Giants win the game 2-1 in 20 innings. Heck of a game. Real life game at 120 is probably would go like 6 hours, and the official game time here in this game was definitely over 4 hours. It probably was around 5 hours. So this game probably, as it said, local time was 11:14. That was in like the 16th or 17th inning, so probably not past midnight. So that means it definitely, if it got past 12:05 a.m., that means went over 5 hours, which it probably did. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. OJS timer closing the board. If you like this episode, OJS timer closing the board. If you like this episode, the like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Tell your mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And I'm gonna see you in episode number. I'm gonna see you in episode number. What? 5, 3. I'm gonna see you in episode number 10, I think, of this MLB Show 22 Postseason series. See you in episode number 10, and you don't want to bacon and go Giants.